Hello dear students. In the last video, we start discussing about the shape of meniscus. In this video, we consider forces acting on the molecule in contact with solid. In that, we consider molecule A, which is in contact with solid, and the sphere of influence of that molecule A is partially lies inside the air, partially inside the liquid, partially inside the solid. Because of that, there are four forces which are acting on the molecule A. First one force is a gravitational force which is acting vertically downward due to the mass of molecule. But we know that the mass of that molecule is very less. Because of that, this gravitational force, which is nothing but a product of mass into acceleration due to gravity, but here mass is very less. Because of that, this total force, gravitational force, is nearly equals to zero or can be negligible as compared to the other forces. Second one force is a adhesive force between the liquid molecule A and air molecule. But because of low density of air, that adhesive force can also be considered as a negligible force. Third one force is again adhesive force between the solid molecules and the liquid molecule A, and that adhesive force is represented by AP bar. That adhesive force is represented by AP bar. Okay. Fourth one force is a cohesive force. Fourth one force is a cohesive force which is represented by AC bar, and that cohesive force is between the liquid molecules. Molecule A of a liquid and other molecules. Between that both there is a force of attraction, and that force of attraction is nothing but a cohesive force between the liquid molecules, and that cohesive force is represented by AC bar. Okay. These four forces acting on the molecule A, which is in contact with solid of the liquid. That molecule A is of liquid, but that molecule A is in contact with solid. In that situation, there are four forces acting on the molecule A. First one is a gravitational force, but due to the low mass of the molecule, that gravitational force is negligible. Second one force is nothing but a adhesive force between the air and liquid molecules, and that adhesive force is also negligible because of low density of air. Third one force is an adhesive force between the solid and liquid, and fourth one force is a cohesive force between the liquid molecules. And there are only two forces which are responsible for the shape of meniscus. In that, first is a adhesive force AC bar, and second one is a cohesive force adhesive force AP bar, and second one is a cohesive force AC bar. Depending on the magnitudes of these two forces, the shape of meniscus can be explained. In a plain meniscus, we already discussed, in case of liquid which partially weighs the solid like kerosene, the adhesive force AP bar between the solid and liquid is greater than the cohesive force between the liquid molecules. Because of that, the resultant force of AP bar and AC bar by the law of parallelogram of vector addition lies inside the solid, represented by AR bar. The resultant of adhesive force and cohesive force is lies inside the solid, represented by AR bar, and to be a perpendicular to this resultant force, liquid meniscus or free surface of a liquid get a concave shape as like that. Get a concave shape. And in that case, the angle between solid surface and tangent drawn to the free surface is a theta, which is less than 90 degree. Which is less than 90 degree, that is acute angle. Okay, this is all about the concave meniscus. That meniscus is observed in such type of liquid which partially weighs the solid like a kerosene. If we fill up the kerosene inside the glass bottle, then such type of meniscus can be observed, which is nothing but a concave meniscus. Okay. After that, we discuss about the convex meniscus. In case of liquid which does not weight the solid, like a kerosene, like a mercury. If you get the mercury in your hand, then that mercury does not stuck to your hand. That means that mercury does not weight your hand. Okay, such type of liquid is a liquid which does not weight the solid. Example is mercury. And if we get the mercury inside the glass beaker, in that case, such type of convex meniscus is observed. And the reason behind that is, in such type of liquids, the adhesive force between the solid and liquid molecules is weaker than the cohesive force between the liquid molecules. Because of that, by the law of parallelogram vector addition, the resultant force AR bar lies inside the liquid. Resultant force AR bar lies inside the liquid. And we know that liquid surface have a property to be a perpendicular to the net force to maintain its stability. And to be a perpendicular to the AR bar, liquid meniscus or free surface of liquid get a convex shape. And if we draw tangent to the free surface at the point of contact, that tangent is represented by yellow vector. And the angle between that tangent and solid surface is greater than 90 degrees or obtuse angle. Okay. This is all about the convex meniscus. The main reason is what? Why the liquid which does not weight the solid, or why the free surface of liquid which does not weight the solid get a convex shape? The answer of that question is, in case of liquid which does not weight the solid, adhesive force is less than the cohesive force. That is, AP bar is less than again AC bar. Because of that, by the law of parallelogram of vector addition, the resultant force AR bar lies inside the liquid. And to be a perpendicular to that resultant force, liquid surface or liquid meniscus or free surface of liquid get a convex shape as shown in this figure. Okay? And in this case, angle of contact is greater than 90 degree or obtuse angle. This is the reason of that question. Similar question can be asked on the concave meniscus also. What will be the question? Why? In case of liquid which partially weights the solid, free surface of liquid get concave shape. Again, the reason is AP is greater than AC. The net force is lies inside the solid. To be a perpendicular to that net force, liquid surface get a concave shape, whatever. Okay. Now let us discuss about the plane surface. What happens about the plane surface? Suppose I get a water. Take a water inside the glass bottle or simply glass beaker. Here is the point of contact, or here is the molecule A which is in contact with solid, or here is the molecule of water which completely weights the solid. Water, pure water. If you get a pure water on your hand, then your hand becomes fully weighted because water completely weights the solid. In such type of liquid, that is, which completely weights the solid, we observe plain meniscus. If you get water inside the water, then the plain meniscus can be observed. Why that meniscus is a plane? The reason behind that, let us see. Take water inside the jar, inside the beaker, inside the glass beaker. Here is the solid. Here is the water. And this molecule A is of water, but which is in contact with solid. Here, in such type of liquid or in a liquid which completely weighs the solid, the number of molecules near to the solid surface are very less in number. Number of molecules near to the solid surface or near to the solid are very less in number. Because of that, the adhesive force between the solid and liquid molecules is very strong than the cohesion force. This is the cohesion force, AC bar. AP bar is very greater than AC bar in case of liquid which completely weighs the solid. Why? Because in such type of liquid there are very less in number of molecules, or there are very small amount of molecules near to the solid surface. Because of that, adhesive force is very greater than the cohesion force, that is AP bar is very greater than the AC bar. By comparing AP bar and AC bar, we can neglect AC bar. And AP bar, which is an adhesive force, itself acts as a net force. AP bar itself acts as a net force. Because of that, to be or if we draw a tangent or if we draw a perpendicular to this AP bar, then that tangent is along solid surface. The tangent is along solid surface, and in this case, angle of contact theta is nearly equals to 0 degree, and liquid surface get a plane shape. Okay, that surface is not actually a plane. Here, near to the solid surface, such type of peaks are there. That molecule A goes in upward direction, but which cannot be observed by the naked eye. Because of that, we treat that surface as a plane surface. Okay, these are all about the shape of meniscus. Why liquid get concave shape, why liquid get convex shape, why liquid get plane shape, or why the meniscus of a liquid which completely weighs the solid is a plane, why the meniscus of a liquid which partially weighs the solid is a concave, why liquid meniscus is convex in case of liquid which does not weigh the solid. The reason of that all three questions is discussed in this whole video. Okay, students, our next point is shape of a liquid drop. If we drop a liquid on the solid surface, we observe different types of shape. Some of them are shown here. Why such type of different shape drops are for? The reason of that behind that is we are going to see in this point. If we drop a liquid over the solid surface, then drop will be formed. Maybe sometime liquid is sprayed over that solid surface. The formation of liquid drop is totally depend on the angle of contact or the shape of liquid drop is totally depend on the angle of contact. Here, I drop a liquid on the solid surface and such type of yellow liquid drop is formed, which is shown by this figure. If we consider a liquid drop which is in contact with solid, then in that situation there are three interfaces. There are three interfaces. First interface is a liquid solid interface. First interface is a liquid solid interface. Second is a air and solid interface, and third one is a air and liquid interface. There are three interfaces in case of liquid drop. First one is a liquid solid interface, liquid and solid interface. Second one is a air and solid interface. Here is that interface. And third one is a air and liquid interface. Due to that three interface, there are three forces acting on the liquid molecule because of surface tension. Okay. We know that due to the surface tension, there is a force acting on the liquid surface, and that force is tangential to the interface or to the surface. In case of liquid drop, there are three interfaces, and along each interface there is a one surface tension, or there is one force due to the surface tension. Let us consider T1 is a force due to the surface tension between the liquid solid interface. T1 is a force due to the surface tension between liquid and solid interface. That force is a tangential to the interface. That force is tangential to the interface represented by T1. Again, T2 be the force due to surface tension between air and solid interface. Where is the air and solid interface? Here is that interface. And tangent to that interface is nothing but a force due to the surface tension, which is represented by T2. Air and solid interface. Tangent force due to the surface tension, which is represented by T2. And third one force acting on the liquid drop is a T3, which is force due to surface tension at air liquid interface. Related to the air liquid interface, there is one force which is the T3, force due to the surface tension at air liquid interface. And depending on these three forces, which are T1, T2 and T3, depending on T1, T2 and T3, shape of the meniscus is depend, or the angle of contact is depend. Let theta be the angle of contact. Here I represent theta, which is the angle of contact. Now, for equilibrium or the stability of a liquid drop, the right hand force or the right side force must be equal to the left side force, or to stable the drop over this particular portion, the total force acting on the liquid drop must be 0. Let us calculate that total force. Suppose I write for equilibrium. Total force must be 0. Total force must be 0. Then we can write T2 must be equal to T1 plus T3 cos theta. T2 must be equal to T1 plus T3 cos theta. Why I write this? Because I consider a particular condition or equilibrium of a drop. I consider a stable drop. For a stable drop, net force acting on the liquid drop must be 0. If I consider force towards the right side, then that force is T2. And if I consider force towards the left side, that force must be the T1 plus x component of T3. If that angle is theta, then the x component of T3 is T3 cos theta, and the total force towards the left side is T1 plus T3 cos theta. And for equilibrium or the stability of liquid drop, the total force must be 0. Total force must be 0. That means T1 plus T3 cos theta minus T2. Why I get that T2 as minus? Because the direction of T2 is exactly opposite than T1 and T3 cos theta. Because of that I consider that T2 as a minus. And I get the equation T1 plus T3 cos theta minus T2 is equal to 0, and by rearranging that equation I can write T2 is equal to T1 plus T3 cos theta. T2 is equal to T1 plus T3 cos theta. And if we rearrange this equation for cos theta, then cos of theta is equal to T2 minus T1 upon T3, and from this equation cos of theta is equal to T2 minus T1 upon T3. From this equation we can consider different cases. Let us consider first case. If T2 is greater than T1, if T2 is greater than T1, this is the first case. Let's see what happens if T3 is greater than, if T2 is greater than T1 and T1 minus T2 and T1 minus T2 is less than T3. This is the first one case. Case first. What is the case? If T1 is greater than T2 is greater than T1 and T1 minus T2 is less than T3. Then what happens? What is the cos theta? Here, cos of theta is equal to T2 minus T1 upon T3. But T2 is greater than T1. T2 is greater than T1. That means this total term T2 minus T1 is positive. Why positive? Because T2 is greater than T1. Because of that, this total numerator is a positive. Then cos of theta is equal to numerator is positive. Also, T2 minus T1 is less than T3. T2 minus T1 is less than T3. T2 minus T1 is less than T3. That means this total term must be less than 1. This total term must be less than 1. That means cos of theta must be less than 1. If cos of theta is less than 1, then theta, in which cases cos of theta is less than? Cos of 0 is 1. And if we increase the angle, then theta goes on decreasing. If we increase the angle, then theta goes on decreasing. And finally at 90 degree, cos theta becomes 0. Okay, because of that theta must be less than 90 degree. For angle which is less than 90 degree, cos of theta is less than 1, but it is positive. And in this case, theta is less than 90 degree, that means acute angle. And if theta is an acute angle or less than 90 degree, then liquid drop get such type of shape. As shown in this figure. Okay, this is the first case. What we discuss? We discuss a shape of liquid drop. On a liquid drop, if we consider a liquid drop, then there are three interfaces. First one is a air solid interface, solid liquid interface, liquid air interface. Due to the three interface, there are three forces due to surface tension which are act on the liquid drop. First one is a T1, second one is a T2, third one is a T3. For each interface, there is a one force due to the surface tension. Then we consider a stability or equilibrium of a drop. For an equilibrium of a drop, total right hand force must be equal to total left side force. Total force towards the right side must be equal to total force towards the left side. Or the net force acting on the drop must be 0, and we get the equation T2 is equal to T1 plus T3 cos of theta. We rearrange that equation for cos theta, then cos of theta is equal to T2 minus T1 upon T3. We consider a first case. In that case, T1 is greater than T1, T2 is greater than T1, and T2 minus T1 is less than T3. T2 minus T1 is less than T3. Now, in that case, cos of theta must be less than 1. Cos of theta must be less than 1, and theta must be less than 90 degree, or cos of theta is positive and theta is less than 90 degree. If I write less than 1, then obviously cos of theta is always less than 1. The value of cos of theta lies between minus 1 to plus 1. At 0 degree, it is plus 1. At 180 degree, it is minus 1. And at 90 degree, it is become 0. If we go from 0 degree to 90 degree, then the value of cos of theta goes on decreasing. And at 90 degree, it becomes 0. And if we again increase the value of theta towards the 180 degree, then that value of cos of theta becomes negative, and finally at 180 degree the value becomes minus 1. Okay. If you consider a first case, which is T2 is greater than T1 and T2 minus T1 is less than T3, and T2 minus T1 is less than T3, in that case cos of theta must be positive and theta must be less than 90 degree. That means acute angle. And if theta is acute angle or angle of contact is less than 90 degree, then liquid drop get such type of shape, which is shown in this diagram. Okay, let us consider a case second. Again, if T1 is greater than T2, if T1 is less than T2, now T1 is less than T2 and T1 minus T2 is less than T2. What happened? Cos of theta is equal to T2 minus T1. Cos of theta is equal to T2 minus T1 and T2 is less than, case is T2 is less than T1. In that case, if T2 is less than T1, then cos of theta, here we discuss second case, cos of theta is what? Negative. Cos of theta is negative. And in that case, when cos of theta is negative, when the value of theta exceeds the 90 degree, if theta is greater than 90 degree, then cos of theta becomes negative. That means theta is greater than 90 degree. And if theta is greater than 90 degree, then the shape of liquid drop is like that. Here is that angle theta. Here is that angle theta. And if theta is greater than 90 degree, that means obtuse angle, if the angle of contact is greater than 90 degree or angle of contact is an obtuse angle, like mercury, in case of mercury, such type of liquid drop is formed. If we drop mercury on the solid surface, then such type of like that liquid drop, mercury drop is observed. In case of kerosene or in pure water, such type of drop is formed, and in case of mercury, such type of drop is observed. Okay, this is the case second. What is the case? T2 is less than T1 and T1 minus T2 is less than T3. If T2 is less than T1, then numerator becomes negative, and for the second case, this total term becomes negative. And if cos of theta is negative, obviously less than 1r, obviously that cos of theta is less than 1, but negative, then theta is greater than 90 degree, that means obtuse angle, and in that case liquid drop get a shape as like this. Example of this, like this shape is mercury. If we drop a mercury on the solid surface, then such type of shape is observed. Next case, if T2 minus T1, here we consider next case. Case third, T2 minus T1, this total term T2 minus T1 is equal to T3. Then what happens? Cos of theta is equal to and theta. Then what is the cos of theta? If numerator is equal to denominator, then cos of theta is equal to 1. Then what? Cos of theta is equal to 1. And theta is exactly equal to 0 degree. Then theta is exactly equal to 0 degree. In such a case, the shape of liquid bubble or liquid drop is like that. Drop is little bit spread over the solid surface. In such a case, drop is formed, but flat. The liquid drop is very flat over the solid surface because the angle of contact is 0 degree. Angle of contact is 0 degree. If we consider a third case, T2 minus T1 is greater than T3. Case third. If T2 minus T1 is greater than T3, if T2 minus T1 is greater than T3, then what happened? Numerator is greater than denominator. Then the value of cos of theta greater than 1, which is possible, which is not possible. In this case, if T2 minus T1 is greater than T3, then cos of theta is greater than 1, which is not possible. Because of that, when we drop a liquid on the solid surface, it suddenly spread over that surface and liquid drop does not fall. Okay, these are the all cases related to the shape of the liquid drop. Firstly, we consider a three interface related to the liquid drop, or if we consider a liquid drop, then there is a three interfaces. First one is a solid liquid interface, second one is a liquid solid liquid air interface, and third one is a liquid solid and air interface. Related to all that three interface, there are three forces due to surface tension, and that forces are T1, T2 and T3. For an equilibrium, T2 must be equal to T1 plus T3 cos theta. What is T3 cos theta? X component of T3 is a T3 cos theta. That means totally what we do? We equate right side forces or forces in the right direction and forces in the left direction. Why? Because we consider an equilibrium of a liquid drop, or the stability or the liquid drop, or a stable liquid drop. On that stable liquid drop at equilibrium condition, there are no force acting on the liquid drop that we consider. And by this equation, we are rearrange the equation for cos of theta, which is cos of theta is equal to T2 minus T1 upon T3. And from this equation, we get three cases. First one case is T2 is greater than T1, and T1 minus T2 is less than T3. In that case, cos of theta is less than 90 degree, that is acute angle, and liquid drop get such type of shape. If we consider a second case, which is nothing but a T2 minus T1, T2 is less than T1 and T1 minus T2 is less than T3. In that case, cos of theta is negative but less than 1. Negative but less than 1, or less than negative 1. Okay, and theta in this case is greater than 90 degree, and we get a shape like a mercury drop. Such type of shape is observed in this case. If you consider a third case, if T2 minus T1 is equal to T3, numerator is equal to denominator, then in that case, cos of theta is exactly equal to 1 and theta is equal to 0. That means that in this case, the liquid drop is formed, but that drop is flat in shape over the solid surface. Now if we consider case 4, this is the case 4, T2 minus T1 is greater than T3. In that case, cos of theta is greater than 1, which is not possible, and if we drop a liquid over the solid surface, then it suddenly spread out, liquid drop will not be form. This is all about the shape of liquid drop. Okay students, in the next video we are going to discuss about the new point, which is a factor affecting surface tension. On which factor surface tension is dependent, or which factors affects the surface tension. That factors we will discuss in the next video.